You guys know how Unknown's gonna beat NoPing here? You guys know? It's very simple. You know what you have to do?
Drakeel Sand King.
Team ban.
No, guys. You ban Medusa right now. You
Oh.
ban the Medusa right now, or you pick the Medusa.
Reminder, HFN is playing for NoPing
Oh, yeah.
Esports, Trent. Retainer.
Radiant team.
Retainer. Hello, HFN's there, and he's been looking damn good. Bowie's right. He has been tearing it up with Medusa. They did not ban Medusa, and it will be the first pick Viper now for NoPing, another one we've seen in that first banning couplet.
Okay.
Gotta respect the Medusa. She is she's tearing it up everywhere. I mean, we've seen her first phase didn't look damn fine, and they have that fourth overall pick here for Unknown. Maybe they could be the ones to do it, you know? Maybe they'll
Yeah,
snag
that's
it
true.
away.
I think it's a little bit more dangerous for them to like open with Viper Medusa right now.
Inch into
But,
Viper.
All right.
Why?
Just a super solid position 5. Doesn't give anything away.
Yeah,
what
you have
about
heal,
Witch
you're really
Doctor?
fast.
All the other super subs. Grimstroke. You're wishing you picked Grimstroke right now, aren't you?
Nah. Well, I mean,
I
yeah, for
think
the tide.
until like since Beastmaster is open,
Nah.
you do
well,
want to get
actually,
the Enchantress.
Yeah, I
yeah,
agree.
Okay.
5
That's the big
seconds
thing.
remaining.
No beast.
Just blocking the beast pick. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that part would work, but
They do go for the watermelon on the side of NoPing. So wow, that's a very weird opener, right? Because I guess we saw a little bit of Tidehunter mid. They're flexing like Viper being the offlane in the mid lane, but I don't think I've seen this opener in the entire in all of the games we cast so far.
It is
doesn't look right.
mean and green. It's certainly not lean.
and Beastmaster. Okay.
Oh, I like this. That's pretty good.
Well, isn't Tide also sort of nice against Beast? Like he's not somebody you ever want to pop the ult on. Ye old Kraken.
Yeah, but
I don't know.
usually you're not gonna see the Tide in the Beastmaster lane. I guess maybe NoPing expects to do that. That's pretty smart. Like we've seen in China, I think in South America in general, we have way less lane swaps than in other regions.
Yes.
So maybe NoPing
10
they're banking on
seconds
that because it does make sense. Usually you just don't see Tidehunter in Beastmaster lane,
5 seconds
but
remaining.
we could see that, and I think it would be the right move so far.
Radiant team.
Juggernaut. Okay. Bowie, who do you favor draft aside coming into this series? Where would you put your odds? 50-50, 60-40? Who's the better team right now?
All right, I think I have to go with Unknown here. I think I would go 60-40 seems fair.
Radiant
I think,
team ban.
even though HFN is a really good player, NoPing, there's a lot of buts there. They didn't win a single game without Medusa. They
Is that a real
language
stat?
barrier.
They haven't
Yes, that
won
is a real
any
stats.
games with HFN except for when they get Medusa. Fucking hell, mate. That is ridiculous.
10 seconds.
That is
remaining.
insane.
Yeah, I just feel like Unknown. They are
5
just a
seconds
good
remaining.
team together, and I think they need less to do better, pretty much.
Dire team ban.
All right, they're gonna take the OD out. I think like there was a week we saw a lot of OD, and then people just started to ignore it again.
They didn't ban Lena.
Correct.
Kind of weird.
Didn't.
I would be taking Lena if I was Unknown. Think maybe not instantly, but just that potential versus the Viper is slightly worrisome to me.
Oh, so do you guys remember I said Panda was playing Enigma 5?
Yes, nice call.
Yes.
Yeah,
They do take that out. All right. He's still playing a lot. He played 10 games this week.
it's
so-
really good versus the Beastmaster, right?
Yeah. It's really good.
10 seconds.
Just take the boars
remaining.
out.
Turn him into
It's the
Eidolons.
second inch, pretty much.
Yeah, exactly.
5
I mean,
seconds
yeah,
remaining.
I guess they kind of counter each other in some ways because then, but you're not really looking towards BKB. Black Hole is 5 Enigma, so it's fine.
Yeah. Just about like dealing with the lanes and denying experience.
Man, Unknown really like Juggernaut. I'm looking at their history. They've picked it a lot in terms of their position 1, and they were the ones that banned it out here. Very hot on the hero.
Man, I don't know what 4 I like versus Tidehunter. I was gonna say Earth Spirit, but because I just love Earth Spirit. I think that's why though. He's just a really good, well balanced 4. He's not like particularly amazing versus these two heroes. He's just good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think
I
like
like him.
Tusk. Tusk is an example of a 4 that's maybe a
10
little more
seconds
game
remaining.
specific. When it's a good Tusk game, he feels good, but not as
5
great of
seconds
just
remaining.
blind 4, let's say.
Not just like the best hero in Dota, like Earth Spirit is.
Well, right.
As I've quickly learned.
Magnetize.
That's my least used ability. I need to work on my ultis. My ultis are not hot.
All right. I think they're gonna go Kato on NoPing right now, and
Ooh. Could be
if you
good.
get Kato here, you're setting up well for the Medusa. I think Kato Viper looks pretty good. Kato Tidehunter looks pretty good.
I like Crystal Maiden. Doesn't Panda play a lot of Crystal
Dire
Maiden?
Team pick.
He does.
Crystal Maiden.
Oh, baby.
Trent is
There's
on
an engine
today.
of Beastmaster. It's too easy.
It's
And
a
he plays it
layup.
a lot.
And it's great with Viper, and it's great with Tide.
It's actually amazing with Tide. Oh, I see a Rav, just see him. I'm getting a 2 or 3 hero Crystal Nova, and I'm hitting that R button
Yeah.
as fast as I can.
Oh yeah, the
Let it
synergy
go,
is just
baby.
insane. Like what you can do with the
5
slow of
seconds
Crystal Nova on top of the slow from Gush, having the double ultis to stack, just having the extra mana so you can spam Anchor Smash like it ain't no thing. It's just it's beautiful. You know, she's yeah. I like Crystal Maiden.
Lena,
Nice.
Lena.
Ooh, the
Is there
sister
anything better
battle.
for setting up mid, though, I guess?
There is a DP.
Like when I look at RoboZ's heroes, they don't really look that good here. Like he didn't play a lot of Lina. He played a lot of Batrider OD, but they're both banned. Then there's the Zeus that he played with Kato, but I don't think they can Kato anymore.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Puck.
Okay.
Well, Puck made it all the way through. It's a pretty good team fight now. A solid mid game. Okay, pushing with the Beastmaster.
I would say they're a little low on damage outside the initial burst. That's my one
Yes.
concern. I feel like they need like a lot of sustained
10
damage from their
seconds
fifth hero.
Now, do you know Ping just pick Medusa here and
Radiant
ensure the
team
win?
best.
Yes, they do. Okay, there it is.
Well done, Tyler.
Sniped it. Got it.
We
You got
talked
the
about
CM.
this.
I got the Dusa,
man.
buddy. Bro layups right there.
I don't know. I feel like teams are just way too stubborn with not banning Medusa. Like, it's literally the only hero they
10
won with,
seconds
and
remaining.
it's one of the best heroes right now. So, like, not only you don't pick it, but you also
5
don't ban it.
seconds remaining.
I gotta. I'm
At
a
one
little
point,
pissed
it's
right
not
now.
funny anymore, you know? It's
Yeah.
like, it's like, guys. All right, you can give him one game, though, right? You give him game one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so she gets rolled on, she gets coiled,
what-
she gets kicked out of the coil, right? That's our play.
PL ban. That's your starter. I don't think we're going to
Slark.
see the anti-mage. Maybe
Yeah,
Slark.
I also feel like Slark is back because of Viper.
But it's Tide and Medusa.
10 seconds
Yeah, I know.
remaining.
It feels really like
I guess
theoretically
Monkey-
feels good, but
5
maybe they want to
seconds
take
remaining.
something.
I mean, do you
I
like...
think Ursa is underrated versus Medusa. It's one of the best matchups in terms of win rate, at least.
Do you
'Cause
PA?
you can.
Do you Terrorblade?
PA versus Vipers. I guess Ursa versus Viper is also not great.
Do you
So-
just go Nutso, Bozo, Fasto, and pick Bloodseeker?
I don't mind a Bloodseeker actually with Puck or Spirit, but it's a little bit
It's
one-dimensional.
risky, but
Yeah.
it's-
Yeah.
Team back.
there is a path to victory if you play well. They banned the Terrorblade. That was the other one I threw out there.
How about that Arc Warden you love so much?
Actually, So I don't.
It's not really a Burna hero as far as I think he plays a lot of alchemists. Like, what if you try to greed
Oh.
NoPing and you go Alch?
Yeah, I do like Radiance heroes when you're talking about this like sustained damage. So, I mean, Wraith King and Alk are still in. They might just wind up Wraith Kinging, I feel like, just because it feels safer. But
Yep, I do like the Alk
They do
idea
have a
though.
Tide though. Yeah, I think I prefer Alch honestly because they have a Tide Viper.
yeah,
So I feel like you bank much less on your passives as Alch.
So it's not a bad Arc Warden game. They don't
10
have crazy
seconds
good gap
remaining.
close, but I think the hero is just not that good right now. So you need like a
5
real
seconds remaining.
specialist that can play around the timings and do all the clutch Arc Warden shit. So I don't think
think-
they'll pick it.
Shaman looks kind of good here.
Hmm.
So I think of any other
Yeah.
fours.
They're a little light
that's
on
pretty good.
control. Sounds
I
good.
do feel a little scared because of the Earth Spirit Puck. Like you can just jump the Shaman, but if he's grouping with the team, I think it's fine.
Yeah, it's
If
not a bad
there's-
Tusk game actually. Giving them a
I mean,
save?
if a save would be really nice. I'm trying to think of one that works though.
Why doesn't Tusk work?
Well, you
I
can't
really
get-
like Tusk though because they don't have any Roche, right? I think they're lacking on any Roche in here, so Tusk would help a lot with that.
Shaker is still in.
Oh,
That's some disgusting team fight there.
is it risky in terms of like what you can do before Viper has like Atos? Not really. I mean, if Viper gets Atos and you get your Blink
a
Dagger in like
pinch.
16 minutes,
Yeah, a pinch risky, but I would say very manageable.
then you can actually set up for the Atoses. Shaker's pretty safe. But they go back for the Mars.
Is
okay.
this Viper 4?
Is it tied for?
Yeah, or maybe tied for too.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Did
they
not
did play
see that
Viper
coming.
5 in the past, so maybe it could be Crucible
Oh,
4.
is this the Viper
10
5 team?
seconds remaining.
Yeah,
it
yeah, that was
these
them.
guys?
They are.
Oh,
But once I saw the CM, that
yeah.
kind of went out the window. But you're right; they
Seconds
could flex it back just based on lanes and everything, right? Depending on what this hero
And
is.
didn't they do it with a safe lane Mars? We saw a safe lane Mars at some point. I'm forgetting when that happened. But I mean, Mars Viper sounds like a hell of a lane combo. Mars can play pretty fast if he's getting really good farm in the safe lane. I don't hate it. Really good mid-game team fight. So now Unknown, we need this big carry.
I think they can Ursa. Ursa is probably the best hero. The only problem is Viper. Alk looks really good just because you can maybe
Yeah.
play the greed game here.
You can jump
There is
over
a
the arena.
Morphling Earth Spirit Trent, the new busted combo.
Ooh, well, the old busted combo. But
Well,
man, yeah, I don't know if he's a morph player. I'm in on that too.
Hmm.
That would actually be very legit.
Oh, fuck me.
Hero.
So
Oh.
God.
All right.
Okay.
No ping one. Easy. Sorry,
We've
boys.
seen this.
Now listen.
I think we've seen 2 games of Anti-Mage
Yeah.
trying to counter
Berna?
Medusa.
Berna, you're probably a great anti-mage player. I'll even wager that you're going to play really well this game. But we've seen what happens when you try to pair anti-mage against the Manta timing of HFN. With this lineup, they are going to outpace this anti-mage, and either NoPing have to make some big mistakes, or Berna has to have the game of his life. for
All
this
right,
to
well,
work.
hold on. Those anti-mages fought too early, didn't they? Both times. So if he bides his time a bit better with the other 4 heroes on
Dude,
his
one
team,
of them, he had like an 11-minute battle fury. I mean,
okay, well, why don't you look at that NoPig lineup and tell me what they're gonna do for the first 20 minutes?
10 seconds
they're going to
remaining.
rally around that Manta. I bet. How many tier 2 towers do you think they'll kill
5
before 20
seconds
minutes, Trent?
remaining.
0.
0? I think
Absolutely
they'll
0. I think there's gonna be 2 tier 1s still up.
have 2 tier 1s at 20 minutes?
All right, I'm pushing a little bit, but yeah, I'll go for it. It's a risky bet, but
right.
I'll take
Dude,
it.
that's what they do with Dusa. They get the Manta, then they take over the game. Have you been watching the games, dude?
I'm just telling you what's gonna happen.
I'm a
Okay.
man of principles, and I just cannot get behind Anti-Mage against being a Medusa counter. I feel like it's just not good. I want to see HFN playing other heroes. I am going with NoPing here. I'm sorry. They have to win this Medusa game, so SA learns.
Fool me once, something, fool me twice, anti-mage. Gary, I need some help, man. I feel like we're just mulching over the same stuff here. Anti-mage versus Medusa, we've seen it. How you feeling, buddy? Are you confident at all? Hit me with the counterpoints.
We've all got our mics muted while you're doing the panel, but I think a collective sigh of frustration there, Theban. We've seen this anti-mage up against the Medusa. You've talked about it before. Do you think Berna can learn from those mistakes of past games, from different teams himself, and not fight too early against it?
And he's got the game for it. He got the Beastmaster on the team, got a Puck, who are really good in the early game, and they can provide a lot of pressure, especially if Beastmaster can get a decently timed Necrobook. The only problem for the anti-mages, he doesn't have a good mana boy target in the game to jump into during the early game team fights and build up some of that gold to outpace this Dusa. I think that's pretty much the only problem the AF faces. Other than that, he's got the good supporting cast though this time around to be able to battle into this Dusa just as early pressure. The Beastmaster damage up is going to be nice. Coil's going to be nice. Earthspirit provides a little bit of good team fight. You got the Ench with the strong laning. But I think I still have to favor NoPing. It just all comes down to like what the Viper is going to end up doing in the game.
Yeah, like position 5 Viper, we saw it before. Panda he popped off in that match. And I guess looking at the draft, if you're thinking about that timing of the Medusa with the Manta style, they want to group up around her, push towers. They've got big team fight around this Maiden, Tide, and the Mars. Do you think Unknown can kind of just copy their moves, mirror them across the map. Like Beastmaster Eng, they can push pretty quickly, right? If your enemy pushes your towers, do you just do the same to them?
You need to, but the problem is Tidehunter is so good at stopping them. Actually, this is something that in the past people always pick to counter Beast, especially in the laning stage. You would put like Tide 1v1 against Beastmaster, and you know you got Anchor Smash, and you also have the Kraken Show. You can shove the lane in, you can pull the big camp. Beastmaster can't contest you while you're pulling the big camp, and then you just like kind of creep skip Beastmaster's creeps. That's what kind of happens, and they played the Beast into the Tide. That being said, I don't think NoPing had any idea how good of a lane this matchup would have been if they did that. And that goes to show like in what would happen later on too, right? If the Beastmaster and Eng try to push some lanes, if a Tidehunter sits in front of there, how are you going to kill him?
Yeah, just puts his big watermelon body in there and guards the objectives. But yeah, once again, HFN Medusa, we're super excited to see this once more. The only hero that they've been winning as this NoPing side.
I'm so surprised it even managed to get into the second phase. I don't know how.
I genuinely thought it would be first phase banned. Like, coming into this series, I was like, yeah, one thing we can guarantee is first phase ban, as we do have a roll in. Spirit catches out the Dark Mago Mars, trying to body block him. Doesn't look like the rest of them can actually catch up, so just a touch of damage.
I think, Gary, that's the amazing thing about Dota, right? It doesn't matter what you may think or someone else may think. Like, when the time comes for the game, these guys have their own ideas. And it's going to be maybe sometimes completely different or something similar to what you believe it to be. So
yeah, people learn differently from experiences and things like that.
Exactly. It's possible that the unknown just maybe didn't, study and didn't think this was a problem, or they studied and decided that this draft that they're going to build today is going to be better than to do so anyway.
Yeah, I think Zyro brought up a decent point as well. Game one in a best of three, it is that bit of leeway, right? You can try it, see if it works, and then game two, when that comes around, you can think, okay, it didn't work, we just ban Medusa, and then treat it as a fresh series. A nice little D-ward there with the Beastmaster Boar actually allows Eng to D-ward that mid-observer. But up towards top, Crystal Maiden is going to be laning up here with Tide. No, I've lied. Crystal Maiden's TPing down bottom. So they're going to have Viper and Tide together. So Pandaboo kind of shifting into more of the, I guess we call it position 4, being the off-lane support. We'll see what he gets up to. I mean, Gush with the poison attacks. You've got a ton of slow here.
Yeah, it's a lot better. You don't want to have Crystal Maiden laning into an Enchantress. She's just going to get Enchantress plus the Anti-Mage. Like, you think that you want the bite against the Eng's creeps, but she doesn't really need to bring a creep out.
And
she can just stay in the lane and just poke you. Against
Drakeel, who's already taken a big chunk of damage. They've killed off the boar. He's going to get out with a TP. But yeah, having Frostbite against that boar, super nice as well. And guard that.
Yeah, that's much better. So much experience too that the boar can give.
Oscar.
It's going to be a pretty free lane for HFN.
He's lost all of his mana on that Tide. Burner with a Ring of Regen now puts the damage onto Pandaboo, but he's going to turn here, knowing AM's still level 1. Does crack 2, so the Blink's available now. Everyone toying with the idea of death, with the idea of kills, but it's going to be a nice double wave there for the Tide to soak up.
There's a lot of mangles just flying everywhere.
Yeah, you've got like Mystic Snake, you've got Mana Break, all these things taking your mana out on the laning stage.
The Ench also started with 2 healing salves, so AM's going to be pretty happy. It's going to farm this. I hope Yadomi just goes back and pulls the camps right now. Get these lane back top. You don't want to be sitting in front of the tower with Viper and Tide as your enemy. Yeah, he doesn't go and do it. This is really bad for Unknown right now. Just giving away too much free XP to NoPing.
Yeah, not really contesting, and then taking some tower hits in the process. And he did de-ward up that large camp as it was blocked up by the Tide. Let's see what he gets up to in the next couple of seconds. Yeah, he's pinging it out, saying, let's wait for this one, pull back. And how's that mid lane going on for now? 12-4 Puck, Mars, evenly farming there. Dark Mago on this Mars. Pretty decent lane matchup against the Puck.
It's alright. I mean, it's just going to be a farm fest mid, to be honest. Both players just going to get their bottle out and heal up whatever damage that's going to be dealt to them. I don't really expect anybody to be dying mid until maybe Earth Spirit TP's mid with a level 6 coil up.
Just looking at the CS board though, green heroes climb into the top immediately. Great start for Medusa Mars. Tied. AM and Beastmaster struggling a bit as every single board
the
is
more
getting
worrying
frostbitten.
thing. I think that's the most worrying thing, the side lanes right now, because the small differences in silence become huge differences.
Yeah, like
in a matter
Drakeel.
of seconds.
He's dropping incredibly low. They just need a bit more. Matthew chasing forward, has a mango and
one
another
more
Crystal
mango.
Nova. And that, oh, nice kickback. Widge is going to save the day. Drakeel, he's back behind his tier 1, so he's just about fine. No salve. Tango's going to have to rely on them for now.
Oh boy, Drakeel also went for a full magic wand in this lane. Yikes. And a gauntlet. Oi. You know what that means. And he's going for a raindrop. Okay, he's going to have an awful game.
Necro too slow. Oh, Dark Mago, that's a DD puck that you're having to deal with. Down you go, Mars. Fairy Fire. In comes Widge. Robo Z secures it, and
That's
Matthew's
it too.
rotation also going to give them another one. Double kill for
How
Puck.
quickly. How quickly the game just blew up there with 2 kills. A 4-minute rune top side.
4
The
heroes
Viper
mid.
was not. Yeah, the Viper went like all the way back to base, so he wasn't able to go top, and Entry was there too. So
Radiant's middle tower is under
Mars getting
attack.
outclicked there. Puck got the DD.
Yeah, that gives that Puck nice bit of net worth advantage. 2,500. So a good, what, 700 gap between the Puck and the Mars now.
I have something to tell you, Gary. I've lost a lot of respect for Dark Mago in the past days.
Oh, why?
So I was watching a North American pub game. You know, I like to explain some perspectives and stuff. And Dark Mago picked techies in one of those games.
Excuse me?
And he was middle.
No. Surely
Yep,
not.
And then they called GG 2 minutes into the game. Yep. And everybody started running down mid. It was really fun. Yep.
That's really sad.
Blame Dark Mago for leading the charge, so
Well, like,
that's why.
You know, we've seen Thompson do it a couple of times. I remember when he was playing in Southeast Asia, he was playing Techies mid quite a lot. And everyone's like, oh, he's going to bring it to the pro games. We're going to see Techies mid. And then he never did it. So you kind of realize, yeah, not so great. Not super viable. Man. Was it just because the Techies were picked, people got pissed off?
I think so. You know.
Definitely unsettles you. You dummy up top. Gosh with a poison attack and a big old hit from the anchor smash. Burner's got to blink away. He's got himself
so
a double
much
rings.
damage.
Down bottom, they do burst through that HFN Medusa. RoboZ's rotation will also gather them up. A Matthew kill, but a great spear with that arena. Takes down Drakeel. Dark Mago trying to find the Earth Spirit, but a swift roll back gets him to safety now.
Yeah, good TP in from RoboZ there to bottom. Seeing that the Dusa is a little out of position. Getting the kills on Dusa. They need to get these early kills on Dusa and slow her down and bring their Beastmaster back into the game. But because they both TP'd bottom with these mids, the top rune is still up.
So now it's a race between Enchantress and Viper. Oh, Yodomi and Panda deny with the boar. And now Panda slowed
boost.
down. He's got a TP
Yeah,
home.
TP out.
Very wise.
Okay. Yeah. Wow, no Nether Toxin on Viper?
Oh, yeah.
No way.
Well, we've seen
Please.
that max poison attack. Okay. I thought they were going to go on the
Hope he
Medusa
gets it on
again.
5.
Radiant's
Yeah, I think
middle
he
tower
should.
is under attack.
Yeah, it's such a good farming tool, right? Like, as a 5, you can just run around any creepers that are coming in, just plop that down, like, give so much space to your allies to be able to farm jungle or make movements together.
Or even if you want to
Way
like,
too good of ability.
combo it up with like a Ravage, or if AM blinks in aggressively, chuck it onto the location AM's blinked
Exactly.
to. Feels super nice. So Burner
Also,
going...
Ench's ulti too. Untouchable.
oh yeah, good point. And speaking of Ench, being
He's so
hunted,
dead. Just
super
throw the
dead.
spear, bro. He's dead.
Finish him.
He doesn't want to waste. Doesn't want to waste 140 mana for the spear. Took his time.
Hold on to that mana pool. Means AM's got a lane alone top. Rushing into the Battle Fury. He's got the double rings. Looks like he spent a little bit of money. Oh, actually, he buys the full treads.
Okay.
Do you like that?
All right.
Because we've seen a lot
So
of the
treads
straight
means-
Battle Fury.
Right. I think I always prefer the straight Battlefield these days. Mainly because you get these neutral item at 7 minutes that kind of helps you make up for that treads that you normally would have to get before. Coil mid.
Jinx. And a roll in as well. Dark Mago, he's got Arena, and maybe some TPs in here could turn the battle with a Ravage actually connecting on absolutely nobody.
Yikes.
Whiffs the tentacles. Oscar thought he could maybe get 2 of them caught up in there, but it's also going to be a double damager in for the puck now.
Alright, what's like top most cringe spell to see like miss? I think Ravage is somewhere up there.
Yeah, it's like it's the big ones, right? Ravage, Black Hole. You know, you do a PGG.
Black Hole is not.
You black hole the
pretty
grass.
hard though, right? To hit. Where like Ravage, you know, it goes on your entire screen.
Okay. Arena, who's
Right.
that caught up? They found Drakeel, he turns, he roars. Can't get away from that Medusa though. The Stone Lady, Gorgon, getting some good punches in. Earth Spirit turns back with the urn. Stone Gaze comes, but this is a puck with a DD, just trying to get away from here.
Radiant's middle tower
Has
is
Orb,
under attack.
Rift, and the Shift.
Oh, AM's here too. TP down. Whoa. Ignore the free farm top.
What's he up to? He wants to get involved.
I think he wants to fight. Yeah, exactly. He has a mana void ready. He's like, oh, Dusa has no mana. Let me see if I can go down there and do something. Dusa does have 900 mana pool. It's just gigantic right now.
Yeah, and sitting on about half HP.
Faded Brooch.
Back to the jungle she goes. Oh, she's going to TP top, actually. That's a good move, right? Noticing your opponent carries TP bot. Viper,
Yeah.
coiled up with a tide. They don't finish Pandaboo off just yet. It'll be down to Yudomi. As Burner blinked in, trying to secure it. 5 heroes from Unknown in his bottom lane, though. Before that 10-minute catapult wave even comes.
Radiant are scanning.
And before they even have Necrobook on Beastmaster, you know, I could maybe understand this if Drakeel had the Necro units to shove the tier 1. But a lot of effort there put into the Medusa's lane.
Radiant's bottom
Definitely.
tower
I mean,
is under attack.
in the end, if they take this tower because Anti-Mage TP'd in, then it was worth it because they need to really open this up. But Tyrant is just going to put himself right in front of this tower. It's going to be very hard. And Burna has lost a lot of farming time. Look at the Dusa versus the AM. Even last hits, net worth. She's up a good 600 gold right now. And she's only getting to that split shot maxed out just now.
Yeah, and Medusa's that hero that just needs 1 item before they really can group up and play as a team, whereas AM needs Battle Fury, then the Manta, then the Abyssal Blade. And trying to find the Viper in that Radiant jungle. Pandaboo not getting caught out. Boots and Windlace makes him a little speedier than he usually is. That Sentry's giving them a lot of value.
It looks like AM has a TP top now. It really wants to match up into this Dusa right now. So this is the thing about power charge, right? It lets you fight early. That's pretty much the purpose of buying power charge. It means that you're going to be TPing in, you're going to be wanting to blink on top of someone and bring their mana down for a big mana void in the engagements before the Battle Fury. And that's what we saw him do. Just TP bottom. He thought the Dusa was going to stick around. She didn't. She just went straight to top and ignored him.
Yeah, then straight into triangle.
Oh,
The
oh
dive.
nice. Got some nice stacks going here.
Yeah, some real nice ones. And the Dire team backed up to their own triangle to smoke across the map. Earth Spirit and the Beastmaster eyeing up the Mars, who just throws a spear. I think Dark Margot knows something's going on. Like, Tide is pushed all the way to tier 1. No one's stopping him.
Yeah.
No one's top. Where are they? They must be trying to gank me mid. So, really, good realization by the Mars there. And they put the Tide Hunter in the front, as is his job.
Yep. This is it. This is what we've been talking about from the draft. Oh boy,
They've roared him.
roaring him too.
He's got Ravage
They
here,
don't
though.
have the damage, right?
Coil stops him, and a silence there too. The Earth Spirit's trying to get in. The Tide's out of mana with no Soul Ring, but they've killed off the Beastmaster. Drakeel's down.
Nine ties.
And Earth Spirit, he can't finish off the Tide even. Freezing Field takes him out. Puck can't jaunt in. Medusa does die on the other side of the map, though. In a
Solo?
Hang on a second.
Solo.
What's happened up there? We're watching the mid lane 4v4. Crystal Maiden's still going in. Okay, that's calmed down now. Theban, how?
I
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
don't know. He must have not had any mana and just got chased down by the anti-mage.
Wowee.
Yeah, I mean, I see that he had 0 mana in the end.
And 0
Yeah,
HP as well.
Wow. Okay. I mean, he was jungling the Ancients earlier, so he was very low from jungling the Ancients, and then went back top and just got chased out by the. That's huge. Look how much net worth he leapfrogs.
Yep.
Holy crap. He was behind by like 600
Is
gold,
under attack.
And now he's...
and now he's ahead by like 200 or something,
Yeah.
or 100. Wow.
Whew. Well,
Radiant's
HFN,
bottom tower is
you're
under
going to have
attack.
to keep your wits about you against this anti-mage.
Is under attack.
We'll
Yeah.
push that top tier 1.
Radiant structures
DD on the Mars ready. Arena in what, 15
Thailand there?
seconds? They're all grouping up together.
Can we see MTV bottom here and defend this bottom tower, or is he just gonna give it up? Oh, yep, there he goes again. There goes the watermelon. Oh boy.
Fulfilling his contract.
Top tower has fallen.
Defend that bot
his
tier
job.
1.
This is why you don't want to pick Beastmaster into Tidehunter. It just feels absolutely awful taking towers against this lad. Okay, have you ever seen a Beastmaster's tower be alive 13 minutes into the game, Gary?
No.
In this patch?
You know, like you said, it comes down to the raindrops, the wand, the gauntlet, all the little things, but also the Tidehunter is a big factor you mentioned too. It's all coming together here for NoPing against the Beastmaster, and you're not doing the funny voice anymore, Theban.
Well, it doesn't matter because his Necro book was like, I don't know, 5 minutes later than it normally is. By most of the Beastmaster by now have Necro 3, Gary. This guy's still sitting on Necro 1. There's no voice for a Beastmaster like this.
Where's my Necro book? I don't have it. Yeah, you're right. We're seeing 9-10 minute Necro units out. This time to kill. Slow it up a bit. He'll stick there though, as the Mars gets coiled. Robo Z gonna have to contend with the arena, but quickly just phase shifts the spear. Doesn't jaunt to the orb though, and in comes Pandaboo. Now Robo Z is a little bit stuck. Waning Rift is a nice little mobility spell to get back onto the Mars, and the Magnetize going. Dark Mago, is he the one that's going to die? Robo-Z's out of there alive as they've roared up the
dead.
Crystal Maiden in the back. Matthews fallen, and Viper stuck here. What stuns do we have? No roll for a couple of seconds. So Viper's out. But losing your Mars and the Maiden there, feeling real bad.
Yeah. Mid tower's gonna die here. They made a really good rotation from unknown. Like, they see the Tide bottom, go straight mid, boys. There you go. There you go. Now you're using the big wits.
And then straight into the triangle. Where's that Medusa? Let's stop her farming. Does she have stacks? Oh, there's no camps here.
Oh, Tide.
Drakeel.
Gonna
Does he
ravage this
ravage?
guy? Do it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah, we do.
Of course you do.
Hell
Easy
yeah.
peasy. Take that kill any day.
You got a core here early game, you pop that ravage, baby. Doesn't matter if you get only one hero with it.
Oh, we've got AM Battle Fury treads now.
Jesus
Burner's
Christ,
on
he's
his
got
way.
Yasha soon.
Ooh.
He's gigantic after that solo kill. Like, you can't give any solo kills to AM like that. That's unacceptable.
8k net worth.
HFN just got way too greedy. But you know what I want to see from HFN this game? A butterfly. He gets a butterfly, he hard counters the Beastmaster, he'll hard counter the anti-mage too. It's gonna be real good.
Yeah, we saw that in one of the previous games, right? It was Manta into double butterfly. And then finish the game. Yeah, a Windlace on HFN there. Interesting little grab.
Okay, boy. Alright. It's just like, damn windless, boy. He costs like 200 gold.
Earth Spirit rolls straight onto the Medusa. Expecting the move up to high ground, they've rolled the Viper and Pandaboo's done for. They don't have Ravage here, so they've moved into an aggressive position without one of their biggest teamfight ultis. It's down to Dark Mago with that arena or what he can do with the spears. And it's just a coil to hold them in place. Yeah, you're right. It does have Mystic Stake and a Stone Gaze with a Freezing Field and the arena, but they cancel out the Crystal Maiden's ulti with a quick silence, losing the Earth Spirit. The Man of War is some serious damage, but no kills. That was almost a triple from Burner. They should get the Tide on the way out, though. Crystal Maiden trying her hardest to save her buddies, but unfortunately dies in the process. And Burner, killing spree, turn it into a little bit more here. Let's get on top of that Tide Hunter.
Taking them for a walk right now.
He can't even soul ring, so that'll give Anti-Mage even more damage. Oh, he's under his tier. What is this? A kill into a tier 1? AM's just gonna stick around. Go on, finish him off. Benny Hill music, anybody? Just running in the trees. We'll get it eventually. And Beastmaster does secure the tier 1, so a dominating AM, a 2k net worth lead, and AM at the top of the net worth board. It's working.
Yeah, he's gonna have Manta by 18.5 minutes here. He's good to go. Very, very strong. I think that was a big mistake on NoPing's side to take the mid tower and go straight into the triangle. Just because of the pace the anti-mage is farming at right now. Because of that one kill you gave away. Burner's got the right idea though. Like, utilizing his early network to battle right now.
Yeah, going into that triangle without Ravage especially felt...
Yeah, you could have waited. You should 100% just wait like 1 minute for your Ravage and then do that play, whatever they just did. And then Unknown wouldn't be able to fight. They only entertained the engagement because Ravage was on cooldown there.
Necro 3 is nearly up for Drakeel, and they've taken out both mid and bot tier 1. Gathering up in that mid lane, and it's just a Tide Hunter showing. Another DD. I swear it's like the 4th DD I've seen this puck have. The first rune was a DD.
Yeah.
He's got about 3 or
Mars had
4.
one earlier, right?
There's been tons of them. It's a DD game.
Smoke.
Here comes
Was that on a
NoPing.
hawk?
Oh, that's a good question.
Probably
it was
not.
close, but I don't think they caught a glimpse of it. Drakeel
Yeah,
sends
I mean,
another
getting a kill
hawk.
on Beast is huge here too. Just keep killing this guy.
Scanning.
Yeah, you can stop that push. Maybe have Medusa come down, shove the lane, farm out. As he does
The
get
kill, he's
caught.
out.
Completely done for. And Yodomi. Drakeel is out there, back to Fountain.
It's
And yeah,
good. Good trade. Just lose your edge only.
and HFN is under a hawk in that mid lane. Viper is scouted out the puck. RoboZ pretty much just soloing the Viper. I think if Puck popped the DD there, that was just a straight up kill. Holding it for the next proper team fight though.
Yeah, could have been close. He would have been sticking around for a while, and maybe the enemy team would have arrived by then. Dusa.
Onto the HFN Dusa. Burner. Yulesed up. And they've got this Spear Arena Ravage combo,
They got
throwing everything on the AF. There's the streak gone. Defend the Dusa at all costs.
Bottom tower.
Very good reaction. Finally, they've been able to kill this AM. That's his first death. Wow.
He gets baited in, right? You know, you kill the Medusa in that position a few minutes ago. What, 7
Dark
minutes
Mago?
ago? Oh, Dark Mago. He's coiled up, self-fueled. RoboZ still there with another orb, but speared up against the trees. Beautiful from Dark Mago. Dying to the summons of the Beastmaster, though. But gets something out of nothing.
I feel like that's worth it, right? This puck has been such a big nuisance in this game. 3-0.
It feels
And
like
now they got rid of the 2 big split pushers.
it feels like as long as your Medusa is alive, anything's worth it at this point.
Dire's
Exactly,
tower is
definitely.
under attack.
HFN's going to slip away from top lane. But yeah, AM
He's
gets
like, what are you doing, buddy?
AM gets baited into that thing where he's like, oh, I killed her off earlier on, I can do it again. This time I've got an Earth Spirit, what could go wrong? Such a great reaction from NoPing.
If only that fight was not next to a tier 1 tower, they could have got away with it.
Is under attack.
So many TPs going in. So when do you...
Another stacks here. She's, yeah, by the way, I just want to mention, she went for an ulti orb and then going back for a butterfly. Or unless she's just going to go Scotty before butterfly. I don't really like that. I think she should just go straight butterfly.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we'll see what HFN gets up to. But it did feel like he wanted to get that butterfly. Had it queued up.
Radiant's
At
bottom
what point
tower
is it just waiting for the butterfly now, and then you think about that big 5-man death ball towards tier 2s, or is it a case of NoPing really having to respect all of this split push and maintaining the lanes non-stop that it's going to take a bit longer for them to do that?
You can never maintain the lanes. It's absolutely impossible against Puck, AM, and Beastmaster. You just gotta hit an item timing or a cooldown, like for example Tide's Ravage being back up again, and you just group up and go for the towers, like they're doing right now. They got 20 seconds left on the Ravage, so by the time they get to tier 1 and the fight develops, he'll have Ravage already. So they're just gonna go tower by tower at this point. And it looks like he is changing his mind and going for the Scotty instead.
Okay.
He has it, by the way, or in about 60 gold. Still a very gigantic Medusa.
Dire's bottom
It just
tower
doesn't look
is
like it
under
because
attack.
anti-mage is also gigantic in this game.
The Medusa's got a pipe behind her as well with this Oscar Tide. They push that bot lane, so they use Medusa illusions to cut the wave behind tier 1 bot, so the creeps are naturally pushing, and they smoke to actually try and fight in the mid lane. Raw catches the maiden, in comes Burner. Snipes out Matthew, a coil in the arena, forcing the Mars to use himself up. The Ravage, it does take Drakeel and Yodomi out of the fight for a couple of seconds, but it looks like the Dire team have already got that pick off and ready to go for a bit more deeper, looking for the Mars, jumping through the spear. RoboZ gets the 2 kills they needed, and NoPing with no response.
Use the Ravage. It's 3 versus 5. They want to fight this.
Get back on the Viper. Hey, Puck level 15, just keep jumping in and out. They'll find another kill there, and HFN's Medusa, she's tanky. She does a decent amount of damage over time, but now you've lost all of that lockdown. The Dire team are just like, okay, yeah, well, we'll leave you. Go back to farming, because our anti-mage is doing the same thing.
He left the fight. That was weird. I feel like Burner should have stuck around there, but maybe without the mana void, he didn't feel good battling into the Dusa there. It was 5 versus 3. So maybe a missed opportunity on the unknown side. So what happened there was the Dusa, they were all pushing bottom as 5. and then top was being pushed in by the anti-mage. So Medusa decided to TP top to defend. That means the 4 heroes from bottom all started to move mid, and they got intercepted by unknown heroes there, where it became a really awkward situation with HFN having to run from top all the way to mid, pairing up with the Tide, but now the Mars is getting jumped, the Crystal Main's getting jumped on the other side. Very awkward. NoPing is the type of team that needs to be together as 5.
One unit.
To make their lineup work. Exactly.
Yeah, because the Tide
immovable wall.
Yeah. Tide TP to the top tier 2 as well, right? Like, he was trying to be sneaky. Medusa TP's top tier 1, I'll TP behind her. And then, yeah, the exact scenario explained, that separation. The plan, though, it looks like, is going to be to push that top out with Medusa. Maybe another smoke from NoPing to try and connect into her. But it's a never-ending battle. Like, Burner now has Basher. He pushes out that bottom wave with impunity. No one's stopping him. Because no one really can. And the rest of his squad, the 4-man group up, it's just the 3 of them. Enchantress has been left alone. Oh, poor Ench in the jungle. But the other 3, the team fighters, they're striking into the heart of that Radiant jungle. I think they've been scouted, though. Yeah, Beastmaster shows himself killing off a ward.
Ooh, delicious. Illusion Rune for Nusa.
Is NoPing trying
favorite.
this?
This is exactly why they want to play on the top side, because they wanted to be able to control this Roshan. They got the Ravage ready now. And they got an Ego Song on the Dusa too.
They've got a creep wave with them too. Enchantress creep drags the Radiant wave towards the Roche pit. AM is threatening that bottom lane though. Nearly getting up to high ground as the Mars Arena on the Beastmaster. Drakeel gushed up. Great pick off here if they can take him down. The Roar does land on Dark Mago and the Magnetizing the back onto the Maiden. They'll turn focus onto him and Widge, nice body block there from the Maiden to stop the roll away. This time, the first 2 kills of the battle go to the Medusa. HFN with a double and back into Roshan while Tide defends that bottom lane.
They're split up now though, without the Tide Hunter.
And a buyback
from Earth Spirit.
Here we go. Puck's back in. The Glimmer Cape doesn't save the Viper. Mars coiled up. That's going to be the end of the Roche fight as the backstab from the AM. Snipes out.
The Mana Void.
That Crystal Maiden, he did indeed. And another buyback this time from NoPing's Viper. Everyone's pinging that Roche pit. 2,500 HP on the big man remain. And HFN, he wants to get in there.
They can only steal the Roshan. They cannot take this fight. They don't have Mana Void anymore.
And they've got Ravage on Radiant. He's popped a Clarity back in base to try and have enough mana for it. There's a Stone Gaze to stop them coming in. The damage, the split shot, the roll in, the steal. No, it's the Ravage. HFN grabs the Aegis. Nice attempt by the Earth Spirit, but not close enough. Well-timed Ravage and the tips well-deserved from Oscar.
That was insane. Because if he didn't Ravage that was a stolen Aegis right there. Because the Dusa was stunned thanks to that rolling boulder. Oh, man. Very close, very close. And now you got the Aegis. Now the anti-mage really cannot join the team fight and go on the Medusa anymore. Has to go for the other targets. And as long as NoPing's heroes sit with the Dusa, they should be okay. They got the butterfly now too.
Just watching that replay back in slow motion. Look at how close that was. Medusa stunned for the duration. They get that Earth Spirit out of there.
Man, that was crazy.
Really well executed. That was a nice Roshan fight from both sides as well, kind of back and forth.
Yeah.
Understanding their limits
until the very end. Was Berna just pushing bottom while the heroes were buying some time on unknown team and Tide to TP in bottom. The Manta Illusions burned all the mana to Tide, so even if he did come back into a fight right away, he wouldn't have enough mana. And it's very far away, and it took the engagement there. The only thing I didn't like was the Mana Void onto the Crystal Maiden. I think they need to hold this Mana Void for the Dusa.
Actually kill her off. Good counter spell. AM turns it back on the Mars.
Dude, that was close. I think he was actually looking at the Crystal Maiden for the counter spell, but the Mars shot up through the side and kneeled him. He had no vision there either on anti-mage.
Yeah, just some sweet timing. Man, Medusa, Manta, Skadi, Butterfly, 2,000 gold saved up. Now,
okay.
Is it rapier time?
I just saw him pick up the butterfly and he's already got 2k more gold.
Yep.
No, I don't think it's rapier time. I think this game you either go you probably go dayless first, and then you play for the rapier on the next stages.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then just try and finish the game off of the back of that.
Yeah, all Dusa needs this game is raw damage. I don't even think she needs an MKB. most likely the anti-mage will need to go for a BKB against Tidehunter and Mars. So you just go straight Daedalus, AM blinks in, pop, pop, he's dead.
Pop, pop. Definitely has the supporting cast to help her out. And this
Yep,
Mars.
straight to the high ground we go. This is what it is. You don't deal with the split push. It's not your job. Just keep going.
No delicacy, no nuance. Brute force. Yadomi. Glimmer Cave there. Bit of distance. Kicked back. Oh, barely escaping, but the three-man coil with the roar on top of Dark Mago. Not getting off the arena. Has to use up. Wand when he lands as well. And they're holding that Ravage after the Stone Gaze. HFN has bullied back Unknown to finish off the tier 3. And they'll stick around here looking for that top barracks, bottom barracks as AM is cutting the wave just behind them. So they don't have any creeps here anymore.
Melee racks fast. They have a little bit of time. They got 15 seconds to take this melee racks and probably get out.
Oh, can they get the range as well? They're trying, giving it a good shot. Oh, backdoor regen kicks in. Is it enough?
They can go through it. They can do it. Yep, they got
sure
it.
Can.
And the creep wave, and we're good. Nice. Very good usage of this first Aegis so far. They still got another minute and a half left. Tidehunter was very patient there not to pop the Ravage when the Mars got roared. Very, very patient.
Yeah, surprisingly so. Yeah, respecting that Dark Mago. As they do get up onto the high ground again. Team Unknown running back from the Medusa. Mars once more Yules up, has the arena ready, but Unknown have just come in. Run back out, but not fast enough. Beastmaster now in the Colosseum. Gushed up, and a lot of physical damage is coming his way. Drakeel, another victim to this Medusa. A little bit of pruning required, though, on this map. Like mid lane, top lane need to be shoved out a bit. They can all regroup again. HFN's... He's alone. When does that Aegis expire? 40 seconds?
He's good. He's good. There's a DD top too. He's really considering what item to buy right now. Like he's got nothing queued up.
I must have them all.
But yeah, I mean, Gary, they've hit their timings on this Dusa. Absolutely nuts. Once you get the butterfly, again, I feel like it's just unstoppable against Beast and Anti-Mage. Not only he doesn't need to go MKB because the AM won't go butterfly, but the AM now also needs to buy an MKB himself. So he needs a lot of items to deal with this Dusa right now.
Just to get through that butterfly Medusa. Yeah, I mean, do you consider AM needing a rapier at this point?
Yeah.
Instead of the MKB?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think so. I think this is rapier territory already for Anti-Mage.
Feels like it.
He actually just can't do it without a rapier at this point.
Well,
Does have a BKB now. Yep.
Finished off that BKB. That immediate jump in. They found the Beastmaster again. Every time there's jump or kill. The Ravage is there, but the BK from AM lets him stand his ground, but he can't do any damage. He's not hitting the Medusa. She's coiled, she's roared, but the AM runs away. He's shiny, golden, but he's cowering.
He's about to
jump back in.
Medusa.
Yanomi's down, has to buy back, and yeah, that Medusa Shiva's armor, evasion, nice bit of mana pool. And another lane of barracks comes through for NoPing. And there's no stopping them right now. They can't go for the Megas. They can't go top lane because that tier 2's still up. So tier 4s, they're on the cards right now. AM going to blink back forwards. The Medusa's pretty low here on the old mana pool, but they've speared him up. They've chain stunned the AM. He can't get off the mana void.
That's
Dead
it.
to that freezing field and Panda Boost Viper, and that's got to be game. AM dead for a minute and a half. And the buildings are crumbling.
Yep. Can't stop this no more. Too tanky on all the heroes. Dusa's too strong. I will tell you, Gary, this Shiva's is just some kind of fancy build from Mr. HFN. It actually doesn't matter about Shivas.
You were like, what item does he buy? It doesn't matter. Just buy Shiva's card, honestly, mate. There's Earth Spirit, he's dancing, he's trying, little ballerina in the back, pirouetting, but he can't stop him. They've coiled up 3 of them. The puck is in the arena. GG's called. RoboZ just gonna hands up, give up. Unknown. Tap out at game 1. HFN Medusa. Big question now is, as Bowie said, will the South American teams learn? Will it be first phase banned?
Or will they be stubborn and give the Dusa again, Gary? Oh man,